Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mikey Report for September 2nd, 2010. Glad you can be with us. Our top stories are pretty big stories. First off, Hurricane Earl is coming up the East Atlantic coast, the rains are hitting North Carolina and the Outer Banks right now. It's moving more toward the east, so we are not gonna see as much rain. Here in the Mount Cobb Phoenixville studios, we probably won't see any rain around the area, so that will be fortunate enough. It will be warm though, so definitely sunblock. But the New Jersey and Delaware shorelines will be getting some rain, which is more than likely. And Philly has a chance for rain, but not much. But really, we are not in a serious threat, so that is good news. Speaking of this isn't really good news as it is fortunate. There was another oil rig explosion in the Gulf of Mexico, but for one, workers are still alive, and for two, there is no oil sheen. According to reports, an oil platform owned by Mariner Energy, based out of Houston, exploded and burned off the coast, second disaster in less than 5 months. At this time, there is no leak and no one was killed. It was about 200 miles west of the BP oil spill, and there was initial reports said there was an oil sheen a mile long and 100 feet wide that began to spread, but hours later there was no spill to be found. According to Patrick Cassidy of Mariner Energy, the platform is still intact and it was just a small portion of the platform that appeared to be burned. And he's considering the incident a fire, not an explosion. We, however, consider it, in the news, apparently consider it an explosion. So, 13 crew members went overboard, but they were rescued out of the Gulf waters this afternoon and evening, so that is a good thing. There was a gunman in they call him a gunman, in Silver Spring, Maryland, at the Discovery Communication Headquarters yesterday. We were trying to report this on Mikey Report, but of course our source, right here on YouTube, was not allowing us to record, and it's still not. So, James J. Lee, the gunman, had several bombs on him and 3 hostages. Hostages were saved, and police shot him down at about 4:50 Eastern Time. And they found 4 more bombs in a residence in Montgomery County, Maryland, authorities have told our news sources. in this standoff case. Investigators are still trying to find the car that James J. Lee, the suspect that they believe, was driving Wednesday before he entered the Discovery Communication Headquarters, where he had bombs strapped to himself. He didn't engage in the hostages, and the hostages were safe, so things went smoothly. Israel and Palestine are going to be in talks for every 2 weeks after President Obama and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton convened meetings with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian President Abbas to convene every 2 weeks for a year. Will that last? We don't know. We hopefully will. We are hoping those peace talks will continue, and that U.S.-backed peace deal will end a conflict that's boiled for 60 years. So, there's wars and rumors of wars and talks about peace. The end times are near. Alright. No worries. We're still going to be around until Christ comes. Even though we don't know the day, time, or the hour. So, just keep yourself alert. And saved. Because that's the best you can do. Because without salvation, you're lost. That's just the pastoral part of me coming out. Alright. Enough about my religious standpoint. Let's get to weather. Of course, we mentioned about Hurricane Earl and that front. Now let's talk about Tropical Storm Fiona. It is not very strong, only about 50 miles an hour right now. About a couple hundred miles southwest of Bermuda. And it doesn't seem like it is going to strengthen anytime soon. It's 390 miles southwest of Bermuda, 50 miles an hour at our latest track. And it's definitely not picking up any speed whatsoever. And Tropical Storm Gaston is, well, Tropical Depression Gaston is no more. Pretty much a final National Hurricane Center advisory at 5 o'clock this evening saying it is done. It is not a concern for us. Now for local weather, as we have balmy temperatures, currently 70 degrees here in the east. Well, 70 degrees up in Mount Cobb at our Mikey Report headquarters up there, actually 69. And 79 here in our Phoenixville headquarters. I'm going to be 80 degrees tomorrow. Very high watering need. The high temperature for today was 89, tied the record. We're looking at, and make sure you get out to GDS Fair this Labor Day weekend, because it is going to be nice and comfortable for us. Only partly cloudy and windy, 65 degrees on Saturday. Sunday, we're looking at sunny skies, 65 degrees. Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Labor Day, 74 degrees and sunny. We're looking at low 80s Tuesday and Wednesday. And Thursday and Friday and Saturday, we're looking only anywhere from 69 to 72 degrees. Friday and Saturday, the 10th and the 11th is possible for showers. Down here in Phoenixville is pretty much here in the same higher temperatures, however, obviously, because we're of south, so factor in probably about 8 to 9 degrees difference with the forecast. 77 for Friday the 10th, Saturday the 11th, 80 degrees, scattered thunderstorms possible. The sunny skies, partly cloudy skies. 86 on tomorrow, 75 for Saturday, 74 Sunday, 83 Monday, 89 Tuesday, 91 Wednesday, and 82 on Thursday. Air quality alert, it's a medium level for the ragweed, so you still got, it's not oppressive, but there is a very high pollen level, so Kleenex and Zyrtec needs to be handy. High temperature today was 96 degrees, did not beat the record in 105, but surpassed the average of 82. And stocks were up today after jobs and housing reports, I guess promising. Hurricane Earl is currently at a category 2, if I probably didn't mention that. Dow was up 50.5 points to 10,320. Nasdaq up 23 to 2,200, and S&P up about 10 to 1,090. In sports, we had the start of college football. Ohio State ranked number 2 in the nation over Marshall, 45-7. Miami shuts out FAMU. I don't know what that one is. 45-0. Penn State going this week, Saturday at noon against Youngstown State. Currently, right now in overtime, it's 15th ranked Pitt versus Utah, 24-24, and USC over Hawaii right now, 14-3 in the closing seconds of the first quarter. And yeah, that's start of college football. Roger Federer and Maria Sharapova move on in the U.S. Open. And in baseball, Yankees shut out the A's 5-0. Bum a 10th in Minnesota, and Tigers and Twins tied at 8. Phillies with a major comeback. Bradledge with a narrow save, 12-11. Mets beat the Braves, so Phillies are only 2 back. And Boston beat Baltimore 6-4. NFL season begins Thursday night. On NBC. So, yeah, Thursday night on NBC. A lot of us will be keeping an eye on that. I believe that is everything for the Mikey Report for tonight, Thursday, September 2nd. I'm Mikey Edwards, saying good night, God bless, and see you next time on the Mikey Report.